I'm reading part 24 from Smiling Whiteness, the Poetry of David R.Smith. When I go to my sweetheart's house, his love is a joy. When I go to my sweetheart's house, I get a cup of mountain tea, sometimes with honey, sometimes without. I accept whatever she gives me, and other times I might request honey. She is a Greek but raised on Turkish soil, so she has eyes like a Persian princess. Her belly is smooth, curvaceous, like a sexy belly dancer. She is brainy, and her mind is full of brilliant ideas. Her soul is awakened and enlightens her mind. The fava beans she cooks are plump and tasty. The mountain tea is so good that I ask for more and more. I oftentimes have 4 cups. She always serves olives fresh from the market. Her skin has the tint of olives as if she grew out of 10,000 years of olive trees. When she puts on perfume, a sweet aroma fills the air. The sweet possibility of love is always in the air. Her lifestyle is Socratic, as if she once trained under the great man in the agora. When they asked Socrates, "How will you live in heaven in eternity?" he said, "Just as I am now. Likewise, I will live just as I am, but with sweet Ursula as my companion, because love is a joy." Love poem. Beach poem. The sea was calm as could be, for as far as I could see. So in I did dive and swam to the count of 5 buoys, that is, not gulls. Sherwood Island State Park. I got a year pass and swam at the beach in Westport. Greek logic. Life has its rules, there are exceptions. But it is wise to love you, it is not wise to love other women. On the way to my sweetheart's house, I picked flowers on my way. I wondered perhaps that was the purpose of flowers. I thought of all the flowers along the way and in the woods and in the yards. I wondered if they were all going to be delivered to some sweetheart somewhere, or was there a lack of love in the world which had led to this abundance of flowers. I wondered if the flowers were happy to be going to my sweethearts. I placed them in water and on the way so they could arrive alive and well. They were going as a symbol of the love in my heart. I wondered if they could see my sweetheart come and sit on my lap with their arms around me as she looked at them. Would they feel our bliss? On the way to my sweetheart's house, I stopped at the library and picked out a new book. I picked out a book of Persian poetry. I wonder if the book was there so I could read just the right poem about love. My sweetheart serves me eggplant with especially sweet tomato sauce. She puts the red blood of her own heart into the sauce and creates a taste so sweet. I fall into a state of contentment and delight. She talked about the past. She said she wanted me. I imagine her standing on the street in New York after we part long ago and felt a great loss. I wondered about the now and then and felt a regret, but the poetry said sadness was not wise and sadness was gone. Then I realized, now she has me, what sweet revenge, perhaps now sweet is for me. We celebrated the birthday of Sawan like our own sweet granddad, the hand of fate I've seen. But when fate dwells up love, beauty, truth, and wisdom, I wonder at such awesome grace, such a tragedy, and comedy only Shakespeare, Beethoven, and Homer could embrace. 'Tis sweet love we have, my dear. Love poem. And if your slender waist not destined for the likes of me, I still know happiness when I invoke its memory. Hafiz. I am the slave of your poetic nature. Come then, a voice within the wine shop last night admonished me. I've gained contentment, now accept this fate as fate's decree. Hafiz. Those are poems from Hafiz. That book was probably by Hafiz. Beach poem. Waves today are so close, it is as though they are crashing inside me. I feel this music of my sweetheart, love, crashing over me like the waves. I wanted her vibrations to touch her, to feel her, to know her more. I wanted to dive into the ocean of her love, immerse myself in her, feel the vibrations of her body. I swam and swam until even the Mexican army saw me there. Then I turned over and began to float. My waves came back to me in a sweetened harmony. Perhaps it is not as complicated as it seems. I just wanted to hold you and kiss you. One day you became the only one. It's also not so strange. It's a basic human need, the need for caring, the need for sharing. I picked up little shells after I heard her sweet bells. Long did I stay because I did not have to pay. I will make love to her, don't you worry. I'm not in a hurry. T.S. poem. Love poem, beach poem. My busy materialistic and non-materialistic life. In the morning I plug in at the third eye. Then my eye has to evaporate while my soul recharges. It is said that time is a factor. To get to the timeless, you need pretty much unlimited time. Faced with 6 hours, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m., the mind pretty much accepts and has unlimited time. Sleep is way overrated. 6 hours is usually enough. Sleep is the little sister of death, and one day of life is a macrocosm of a human life. As goes one day, so goes the life. And each day may be the last. How does one give their best to that which is their highest priority, and likewise their worst to their lowest priorities? In the end, one has to create their own religion. Ravi Das has said it takes six months to unite, but only one day to fall down. Sawan Singh has said if you sit and meditate for 3 hours, you will leave the body. Mystic poem. Hey, we're reading from Smiling Whiteness, the Poetry of David R.Smith. Faction, poem 24.